Speaking about Andre 3000 recently saying that he questions rappers rapping after the age of 40. He said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "You can be one of the greatest braggadocious rappers. What am I going to talk about?" He brought up about health and vision and so on and so forth, and where he's at in the stage of his life. He came out with his flute album, which was met with mixed results. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. However, I do appreciate him trying something different. And also, understandably, you're not going to be rapping about the same things that you did 15, 20, 30 years ago when you've accumulated the wealth, the notoriety, the circumstances. So, you have to step your game up. And it looks kind of comical to hear a rapper come on stage and boasting and bragging about a hustle or a game when they're sitting in yachts or they're got a certain lifestyle. Little Wayne and some took exception to that, and others did too. LL Cool J had words to say, and I'm like, look, watching you on Club Shay Shay trying to be vulgar and flex and spouse like you did 25, 30 years ago is comical and embarrassing because you haven't evolved. You can sit here and boast and say things. I can respect you as a parent. I can respect you for what you've accomplished in terms of your lifestyle. I can't sit here and hear you use certain words and terms when you have been anointed and appointed in certain conglomerates and figurations that the average soul will never see. You're no longer that kid or that cat that you were. So why are you still trying to front and use those shenanigans to try to use that for articulation when that's not you? I don't want to see a cat tell me, you know what I'm saying? You're more finance. They don't have you in these forums in these places because you're not that same dude no more. You don't want awards. They have bathed and lathered you up into a soap of lifestyle. You're no longer that cat that was fresh and green. So why are you up and acting like a straight out of a bag jelly bean? Come on now. So Andre be making sense with that. Yeah, I like to hear him and Big Boy maybe do a record, but I understand if they don't. They broke ground. Outkast was one of the most important hip hop acts ever. And you can put them in your top 10. You can almost say that they're the most important group. You can make a case. I mean, I got obviously with Run DMC and Public Enemy. And some people may say NWA, it depends on where you are. And some might say the Ghetto Boys. It depends on which bag you're climbing on. They belong in that conversation, though. I know that. That's not up for discussion. You know. Now I wasn't all that crazy about him trying to play guitar and singing and all that. I mean, some of it was cool and fine. But his creativity, his rapping, his writing, his flow, his persona, and Big Boy was bad too. Oh, you can't even argue about their impact. They were, I will say this, in the last 20 years, they were the Shaq and Kobe of hip hop duos. Make no mistake about it, you know. And I agree with him. I mean, I think that because when you see rappers getting older, and I think Reggie Ray Jr. I watched him on Bound First talk about it. It ain't he just don't really like to see rappers up there being old man. It is a younger man's game. I think like right now that Kendrick Lamar is in his mid to late 30s, just like Drake is. They about in about 2 or 3 more years, they gonna get old and passe. So the whole not like us hype right now, but that's not gonna be able to be sustainable. Producers can last longer. You see Dr. Dre, you definitely see Rick Rubin. Behind the scenes, yes. But you see cats trying to be artists and still trying to front. Like Eminem, it's not cool. It's not a good look. Yeah, you might have some bars and some lines. It's not the same as certain cats come along today because the game changes, the spit is different, and so it hits different. And you can't be held accountable to where you were back in the day. You have to evolve. Even musicians and singers who perform and play, their voices evolve, the subject matter evolves. If, like Muhammad Ali says, if you're the same person at 50 as you was at 20, you done wasted 30 years of your life. That's what Andre 3000 is trying to say. So it's called evolution. And I understand it. While I wouldn't mind him rapping again or something along the lines that was spoken word or get into a Gil Scott Heron style vibe, I understand what he's saying. You done made your money. You didn't, and you're not gonna be talking about popping cap bottles on street corners and hustling wheels and doing things because you're not that person anymore. You didn't have lifestyle. So the rappers, people got a problem with it. They need to grow up, evolve. I don't see a lot of them that have evolved. If you're doing TV and film, Method Man doing all this stuff, 50 doing all this stuff. But I mean, and I don't really see a lot of evolution with 50. I'm gonna do a video about that. But anyway, business is where it's at. Y'all got to stop telling people that y'all gonna be rapping when you know good and well you don't make no money making no music because either sampling, the productions, the studios, the cost. You make your money on selling merch or hustling in films or TV or clothing or something. You ain't make no money off no music. So he made his money off of doing other things, which is smart. Tell the truth. Because you don't want to be no old timey rapper talking about the 2 to the 3 to the 4 and the 5. This is where to go in the flow and I got a jive. You don't want to be doing that. You want to put your business to work for your retire as you get older. Pass it on. Pass that knowledge. Get out while you got a life too. Do some things of it. Please like, subscribe, book on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Please hit that membership because when you do, the videos you request, I get them back to you. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay focused, stay ready, stay on, stay tuned, stay alert, stay healthy. I'm back. Peace.